Hello, welcome to Soulprint. I'm so happy that you're here today. I really very much appreciate the support that you give these Soulprint weekly Pick Your Crystal readings. It's lovely, and I hope that you enjoy them and perhaps find some benefit, insight, or guidance from them. Okay, so um, this is going to be for the week of June 4th to the 10th. And we are looking at these three crystals today. We're just going to call this one dark green, okay? And we're going to call this one, well, it's hematite, but we're going to call it black. And this one, I think it possibly might be fluorite, but we're going to just call this light green. Okay, so take a moment. It's not unusual for one, two, or three crystals to resonate with you. So just take a moment and see which crystal or crystals are calling out to you. And let's get started, shall we? All right, let's start with the dark green and see what's on the agenda there. All right, so we've got the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. All right, so this is kind of wand heavy. You know, the wands are about communication. They can be about actions, words. You know, so let's see what this group of cards has to tell you. So we're going to start with the Page of Wands. Now, typically, the Page of Wands is about good news. Very often, it can be about work related or, something you're passionate about, something that is taking up your time and attention. But this is good news. Now, this good news, because it is followed by the Ace of Cups, really does feel like it's very fortunate news. Like it's going to make you very happy that you're going to be able to um, sort of continue on your journey, whatever the wands represent here. That is followed by the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is sort of about initial accomplishments. It's about maybe possible partnerships. It is about being able to see the path ahead more clearly than perhaps you have. Because it's followed by the ace, it's kind of telling me that this could be a new venture, a new way of life, a new way of looking at things, or new communications. So because you have both Ace of Cups and Wands, this feels very much like something new for you, a new direction, a new way of looking at things. Perhaps you're launching a business, maybe even a YouTube channel. But this is about, communicating, getting your word across, and doing so in sort of a powerful way that allows you to find the clarity you're looking for and be receptive to the good news. So if I'm looking at this sort of chronologically, I'm going to say, okay, so there may be something, some news, some expectation. Maybe it's a communication, maybe it's a letter, an email, some kind of a confirmation that you're looking for. Having received that, it is going to sort of give you an emotional boost. It's going to feel like, it's exciting for you. It makes you want to kind of get started. And because it's the Ace of Cups, it may even have something to do with a new relationship or a new start. That's followed by the Two of Wands, allowing you to now see more clearly the path forward that you wish to take and being able to actually start this venture, start this new beginning, have this new energy moving forward for you. So this is exciting. This is a really lovely grouping of energy because it's about starting fresh. It's about a new beginning, and it's about being really happy and really pleased with the direction that things are going in. So I really love this because if you're looking for a new start, if you've been waiting to start something, if you have been, waiting to receive some sort of news or communication, this very much indicates that that energy is moving forward for you and you're going to be quite pleased with it. And you're going to have some real clarity about what you're going to do with that energy and how that energy is going to move forward. So lovely. Very nice. Alrighty. And let's look at the black crystal. And here we go. So we've got the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and the Empress. Interesting. Okay, so typically the Six of Cups talks about happiness from the past. It talks about maybe hearing from old friends or, going through a memory book, reminiscing, that kind of lovely energy. Now, it's followed by the Nine of Wands, which is interesting because the Nine of Wands talks about basically about um, perseverance. It's about, getting ready for the final push. It is about standing your ground, and often it is because you're standing on higher ground. Because it's followed by the Lovers and then the Empress. The energy of this is sort of curious because it feels as if you may be looking backwards at some sort of a relationship. You may be ready to finally put an old relationship to rest so that you are able to move forward to a new one, which would bring you that sort of abundance and happiness and fresh growth and new beginnings that the Empress, talks about. If you're looking at going forward into a new relationship, it's really important that you kind of take stock about what you have to offer a relationship, what you would like from a relationship, and find, that sort of clarity because you need to have a sort of an expectation or a hope or a desire clearly in mind in order to manifest the energy to bring it forward to you. And it very much feels like, in some ways, I'm getting sort of a feeling of being defensive with this Nine of Wands. So perhaps there is some communications. Maybe somebody wants to talk about a previous relationship you were in, and you almost feel as if, you have to justify it or defend yourself, or that you are now finally able to sort of see it because you're sitting at higher ground. You're able to see it with more clarity. It could also be that you have gone through the healing process. You have persevered to relinquish the old. It's also possible that this could relate to somebody from your past coming forward. So perhaps there is a reunion, some sort of an event where you may end up seeing somebody that there was a relationship with or an involvement with. And perhaps there is a sense there of actually things being able to be resolved, having that kind of communication to allow to resolve things and moving forward into a more abundant place. So, however, this sort of, kind of pertains to you, there's definitely an energy here of looking at the past, finding clarity, recognizing that you are in the final legs, if you will, of a healing process. Definitely is connecting to a relationship or a partnership. And as you move forward, you definitely have this sort of new growth and new beginnings, and abundance, nurturing energy, very loving, compassionate energy. So, however this applies, I certainly wish you lovely luck. Looks lovely. Really, really nice energy. Alrighty, and let's take a look at the light green. And here we go. All right, Six of Wands. Lovely. Three of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Hierophant. All right. So we've got some really good, powerful cards here. All right. The Six of Wands it's a victory card, right? But It's also a recognition card. It's sort of about people looking up to you and saying, I acknowledge the accomplishment. I understand what you've did. You have managed to, persevere, rise above, and now you are receiving the success, the achievement. Sometimes it's a promotion, the accolades that, frankly, kind of are your due. The Three of Pentacles here is interesting because, it's that tends to be about success through effort. It's about gains. It's about recognition. And because it's pentacles, it tends to, um, you know, uh, be about material or tangible things. So, at a real basic level, you could be finally getting a promotion that's going to bring you more money, or your skill set or your mastery of a way to do something or handle something is finally being recognized. And that brings to you the recognition that you have the tools in your tool chest to make this work. You have the skill set that you need to, move forward with whatever this is that it represents to you. So there's definitely a sense of success and advancement again and again. So there really is a feeling that something that you are working on, endeavoring to do, something maybe that you've been working on for a little while now, and it hasn't sort of taken off the ground yet. This very much feels as if energetically, that recognition, that those accolades are going to come forward, and you're going to be recognized for the skill, for the mastery of what you do. There may very well be the help of friends or colleagues that kind of move this energy forward. And the magician, of course, is reminding you that you have the tools in your tool chest. You have the skill set. And don't be surprised if somewhere along the way a little bit of magic comes into play. Perhaps some serendipity. Perhaps there's some, kind of lovely surprise coming to you that allows for this flow. And the Hierophant, I like that. Very often we think of the Hierophant as kind of big government, big institutions, that kind of energy. But the Hierophant is also about, traditional values. It's about wisdom. It is about knowledge. So again, you've achieved the knowledge and the wisdom. You've got the success coming and the recognition coming for something that you've mastered. And there's a little bit of magic coming your way, and a reassurance again that you have what it takes. So for example, let's say that you have been approached to, undertake some kind of a new job, or and look at some sort of a new adventure. Somebody wants to bring you in because they recognize that you have certain skill sets. The magician is there to remind you that you absolutely are very, very capable of undertaking this and moving forward in a way that is very successful. And it's important that you remember that you have the wisdom, you have the knowledge of what it is you're being asked to work on or work towards. Very, very nice. This is kind of like kind of like a bit of a get up and go card, right? It's time to move forward there. Okay, so thank you so very, very much for being here today. I very much appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. Until then, have a really enjoyable week ahead.